Hey, folks. Ooh.
First time, well, we lived close by, our first time here, we're not visiting the area, we lived 6 years ago. Love the building. Beautiful. But it's bittersweet, it's the home that you live in. I went back to my house, it was like, it's so yeah, yeah, right. That's right. Yeah, and you were, I'm with you. Different lesson. Two Jews, 3 minutes. Together, 2 years, a little over 2 years. The other in person, I was hoping there was back in person, and you guys were, and one of the other local cities. Yeah. Thank you, Elliot.
Oh, I love that chord. Yeah, so it's like, you know, I'm getting there. I know what's happening. I asked him, when is the month of Adar, which is the month where we celebrate Purim? I'm just getting ourselves warmed up into getting to Tuesday, Monday and Tuesday. So, you know, I can't help it. I'm excited about Purim. What can I say? Yeah. So I'm just getting some mood. All right.
Welcome, everybody. Great to see all of you. All of you. And a very special Shabbat Shalom to two folks that are with us for the very first time tonight. David, welcome, and Joanne, welcome to you.
Welcome.
Great to have you here. So those of you who live in Holland, they're your neighbors. Okay. Or even if you live in Richboro. Yeah. Hi, girls. Sadie, Maddie. You guys doing the Adon Olam tonight, I hear? Okay.
Sadie's going to do Kiddush also.
Okay, we've just grown by 23%.
Woohoo.
With the girls, Rachel, Lindsay coming in. Okay, without any further ado, Shalom Aleichem, page 16. 16. It's too late.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Yemelech, Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Bimelech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Yemelech, Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzeitzchem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Bimelech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
So let's turn to the Psalms of Kabbalat Shabbat, of welcoming Shabbat, Psalm 95. We'll find on page 22, and following the Chatimah, the conclusion of the Psalm, we'll go right into the following Psalm 96, Shir Adonai. So first, page 22, Lechun Ranana, let us sing before God.
Lecho neranena, lecho neranena, lecho neranena, l'Adonai. Lecho neranena, lecho neranena, lecho neranena, l'Adonai. Naria, naria, letzoi ishenu, nekanma panav betodah. Naria, naria, letzoi ishenu, bizmiro naria lo. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena, l'Adonai. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena, l'Adonai. Last three lines. Arba'im shana aku bedor va'omar tu'ei levavem vehem lo yad'u derachai asher nishbati b'api im yevabu'un emenuchati.
Here we go, Shir Adonai, next page.
La
turn a few pages, and we'll find the words Romamu Adonai Eloheinu, page 30, the last two lines. Let us exalt Adonai our God, and bow down to God in God's holy mountain, Ki Kadosh Adonai Eloheinu, because Adonai our God is holy. Romamu. Welcoming the beauty, the love, the happiness, the joy, the peace of Shabbat. Let's turn to page 38, Lecha Dodi.
כי מקור הברכה
לקראת כלה,
בני שבת נקבלה. Next page, page 40, it's top Hitori. Hitori, Hitori, kiva ora komi ori, 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 shidaberi. Kevod Adonai alayich nigla lecha dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Skip a couple lines. Yamin usmol. Yamin usmol tifrotzi ve'et Adonai ta'aritzi ayad yishmeh parzi. V'nismecha v'nagila lecha dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela.
We'll arise and face the doors of the synagogue, welcoming Shabbat, the Sabbath bride, in our midst.
בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה וצהלה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה. בואי חלה, לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. הללויה, הללויה, hallelujah.
So sweet. So be seated. I want to take a few moments to learn a little Torah together. So can I invite you to open your Chumash that you have at your seat on page 464. So I was excited to teach this tonight because I found such a great commentary to a couple of verses that are so enigmatic. And what doesn't seem to make much sense came to make some sense. So then I'm kind of like disappointed that when I came into my study tonight, I wanted to see what page this was all on in this text, so I'd be ready for it. And I see that they have not exactly the same commentary, but very similar commentary, which I find very disappointing. And I'll tell you why it's very disappointing. But anyway, don't look at the commentary, right? So, because it'll take all the fun away. So let's look at there's only two verses here that I want to look at. So we're on chapter 22, page 464, all the way at the bottom. It's verse 1. And it seems like these two verses are like stuck into a different train of thought. So here it says, if the thief, there's a lot of stuff about stealing. So if the thief is seized while tunneling and he is beaten to death, there is no blood guilt in his case, meaning the person who beat him to death, it's a nice topic for a Friday night, isn't it? That he's not guilty at all. So if he's tunneling and he's beaten to death, we're going to assume that's by the owner of the property, right? At night. I shouldn't give it away. So there is no blood guilt. By the guy who owns the property, who beat him up, killed him, there's no blood guilt. But, look at verse 2. If the sun has risen on him, meaning now the guy's coming in and it's daylight, and somebody beats him up and he dies, there is blood guilt in that case. So how come if he comes in the night, the guy kills him, there's he's not considered a murderer, but if he breaks in during the day and the guy kills him, then the guy who kills him is a murderer. Now, I just, unless somebody wants to jump into this right away, there's something that I have to give you, what is a hint from the commentator. So, the concept of tunneling, the first commentator that I read, Robert Alter, he says that means breaking in surreptitiously at night, right? At night. And this commentary is getting to the same end, but it says, well, how do we know it's night? Because the second verse says, if the sun has risen. So what would the verse before have to be? Like, the sun hasn't risen. So the first one's at night, the second one is during the daytime. Now how come if you, let's say it's somebody's house. Person in whose house is broken in at nighttime, if he kills him, he's not guilty. He can self-defense, right? But the sun comes up and he kills him, he's, call it manslaughter, or it's not first degree, but, listen, I'm not an attorney. What do you want from me? But it's something. Okay, so how do you make sense out of this? That's what I said all these years.
If you see him, you should not be able to reason with it, but you shouldn't have to actually kill him. If it was at night and he was a shadowy figure, you wouldn't know if he was going to kill you first. So you acted quickly and made the effort, made the action to kill him. But if it was during the day, if it's just a theft, you don't have to actually kill him. I'm not saying you reason with him, but you don't have to do the murder. Or you would see him coming at you.
David, are you an attorney?
No.
That's very good. It's really thoughtful. So if you read through this commentary, he says something a little bit like that. During the daytime, you can see if the guy's carrying, so to speak. He's got a knife on him, he's got a gun, and if he's not, then you can't kill him. I don't know. I mean, thank God I've never been in that situation. If somebody's breaking in, I guess, the person would have time to, comes in to your store, your house, whatever. You look at him, see what he has, what he doesn't have. It makes sense. Maybe you could say, hey, buddy, you want something, I'll give it to you. You can have it. Okay, so that's great, David. I think it's great. Okay, here's the deal. The concept of tunneling happens at night. The idea here is, you can say whether you think this makes sense or not. At night, a person breaks into, I don't want to say your home, because let's not get involved in this ourselves, breaks into a home. The anticipation would be, is there anyone in the home? Yes, at night. At night. So, you assume that the ganef assumes that he might encounter some resistance. Therefore, you assume he's got some kind of a weapon to annul the resistance, right? So he has something to kill you, and there's a basic Jewish, it's a Talmudic precept, Hakem lahargecha, takem lahargo. You see somebody who is rising up to kill you, you kill that person before they kill you. It's not you may, you have to. You have to protect your life. No other human being has a right to take your life. So that person is a rodef, that person's coming after you, you take care of him first, right? But the guy who's coming in during the day, unless he's robbing your your 7-Eleven when you're there behind the cash register. But in your house, he may be coming in during the day. Is he expecting anybody to be home? Probably not. People are out. They're whatever they're doing. They're working, they're shopping, they're visiting, they're socializing. So he's a professional burglar, and he doesn't operate with weapons. He comes in, gets what he wants, and goes out, right? And if he encounters somebody, what does he do? He runs away. How's that? Does that make any sense? What? Steve, you're in the minority, but that's okay. Well, just say why it doesn't make any sense. You're entitled to a minority opinion.
Hey, he's retired and he's home.
Yeah,
Home cooking with the kids.
Correct. No, I said they would be out socializing, right. Because when I said they're working, well, what if they're retired? So the thing is, he's not breaking into your development. He would never break into a 55-plus development, because there he would expect people to be home, right? He's right. Okay, so I just want one more little thing. I said before, the fact that I found this commentary in a commentary by Robert Alter. He's a great biblical scholar, modern biblical scholar, and I'm finding it here. I find it disappointing. You know what I find disappointing? Because I'm saying to myself, well, who learned it from whom? Did Robert Alter get it from here and put it in his book? Or did these guys get it from Robert Alter and put it in their book? Or did they both get it from another source, and they both happen to quote the same source, but nobody gave the source credit? Do you think these two guys came to this idea totally independently? Probably not. So I'll just end with this. I got an email today from a congregant who's part of our Tuesday Torah study group, and he had the reason to give a Devar Torah. So what he sent me is his Devar Torah, in which he quotes me in what he was saying in his Devar Torah. So I wrote back to him that there's a statement in the Talmud that someone who says something b'shem omro, in the name of the person who originally said it, helps to bring Messiah. And it just so happens that on Wednesday, I met a little kid. He was 6 years old. I said, "What's your name?" And he said, "Elijah." Right? Told him I'll see him one Passover. But maybe there he is. He's right there. So anyhow, nobody give. You have to. There's no footnotes in this commentary, but somebody should have given credit to where they got it. Anyhow, that's a little bit of Torah learning. We should never have to deal with the issue of somebody breaking in. Please God, got enough other things to care about and worry about, not that. Okay, with that, ladies, Maddie, Sadie, can you guys come up and open the doors of the Aron Kodesh? We'll all rise, page 50. Call to prayer. You'll close, Sadie. Okay, Maddie.
La 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Baruchu et Adonai havorach. Baruch Adonai havorach le'olam va'ed.
Together, Baruch Atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech ha'olam, asher bidvaro
ma'ariv הערבים, בחוכמה פותח שערים, ובתבונה משנה עיתים, ומחליף את הזמנים, ומסדר את הכוכבים במשמרותיהם, בהרקיע כרצונו. בורא יום ולילה גולל אור מפני חושך, וחושך מפני אור. ומאמר יום ומביא לילה, ומבדיל בין יום ובין לילה, אדוני צבאות שמו, אל חי וקיים, תמיד ימלוך עלינו לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני, המעריב הרבים.
You can all be seated. Let's sing of love, God's love for Israel, through the gift of Torah. Page 52. With that, it'll lead us right into the Shema V'Ahavta on the following page. 52, Ahavat Torah.
וקשרתם להיות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך.
Let's sit for a few moments with our own thoughts. We can continue in the Siddur, pages 56, 57. 58, 59. Write them upon the doorposts of your homes and upon your gates, fulfilling the mitzvah of mezuzah. Thus your days and the days of your children will be multiplied on the land, which God promised to your ancestors for as long as the heavens remain over the earth. Let's continue on page 60. Ken will lead us into the Michamocha, which we'll find 6 lines from the bottom of the page.
ומלכותו מרצון קיבלו עליהם משה ובני ישראל הכנו שירה ושמחה רבה ויאמרו כולם מי כמוך באלים אדוני מי כמוך
Help us, O God, to lie down in peace in the evening and awaken to life in the morning. Page 62, Hashkivenu.
שמור צאתנו ובואנו לחיים ושלום מעתה ועד עולם ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך Baruch atah
Baruch
Adonai,
Shemo.
הפורש סוכת שלום, עלינו ועל כל עמו ישראל, ועל ירושלים.
Okay, let's turn to Vishamro, page 64.
ברית עולם ושמרו בני ישראל השבת לעשות את השבת בתורתם ברית עולם ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם אותי לעולם אותי ברית עולם כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ ושמרו בני ישראל השבת לעשות את השבת בתורתם ברית וביום השביעי שבת וינפש שבת וינפש ושמרו בני ישראל השבת לעשות את השבת בתורתם ברית עולם.
Let's turn to page 66, Chatzi Kaddish, which will lead us into the evening Amidah.
יתקדש ויתקדש שם רבה
Amen.
ויעמד יברך חירותי וימליך מלכותי מחייכון וביומכון ובחייתך בית ישראל בעגלה ובזמן קריב ויאמרו אמן יהי שמי רבה מברך ויעלם ולעלמי ימיה יתברך וישתבח ויפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמן הקודשה בריחו לילה מכל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה תמירן מעלמה ויברו
Amen. Let's take this quiet time for individual and quiet prayer, reflection, meditation. We can dive in through the evening Amidah, page 69 through 76, 77. מה שיבה רוח המורית הגשם. So I think it's exactly 1 week from now that it'll be the first year anniversary of the war, starting in Ukraine, the attack, the invasion by Russia. And it looks like Russia has started a new offensive, and so far they've been thankfully failing miserably as they failed right at the beginning, and losing tanks and armament, and more tragically losing hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of young guys who they don't feel it's tragically because, they're happy to put these young guys up there just to be killed. So, world is not a perfect place. So let's do what we've been doing throughout the year, praying for peace wherever there is cruelty, hardship, enmity, conflict around the world, and especially in Ukraine. Oseh shalom bimromav.
Oseh shalom bimromav, v'ya'aseh shalom aleinu. Ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, v'ya'aseh shalom aleinu. Ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen.
Page 80, Vayachulu. That'll lead us into the Shabbat Kiddush.
ויחולו השמיים והארץ וכל סבם, ויחל אלוהים ביום השביעי מלאכתו אשר עשה, וישבות ביום השביעי מכל מלאכתו אשר עשה. ויברך אלוהים את יום השביעי, ויקדש אותו, כי בו שבת מכל מלאכתו, אשר ברא אלוהים לעשות.
Page 90, we'll all rise, Shabbat Kiddush.
I'd like to invite Sadie to join us for Kiddush.
Sadie, wow. Sadie, this is a treat for us.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'yiratavanu, b'shabbat kodsho be'ahava u'bratzon hinhilanu, zikaron lema'aseh bereshit. Ki hu yom tefila lemikra'ei kodesh, zecher l'tziyat Mitzrayim. Ki banu b'harta ve'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim, ve'shabbat kodsheha be'ahava u'ratzon hinhatanu. Baruch atah Adonai
Baruch Hu Baruch Shemo.
mekodesh hashabbat.
Amen.
Amen. Yasher koach. L'chaim, l'chaim. Sadie, you are a superstar. Wow. You're amazing. That was so great. Even like those grace notes going up and down, like she's got the whole deal. Okay, Aleinu, 118. Thanks, Sadie.
עלינו לשליח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה לעושה בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגור עלינו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהונות השמיים ויוסד ארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינות עוזו ושכינות עוזו בגובה מרומים. הו אלוהינו אין עוד אמן מלכנו אפס זולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום והשבות אל לבביך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת אין עוד
You can be seated as we turn to page 120. Litakin olam malchut shaddai.
כי המלכות שלה היא עולמי תמלוך בכבוד, ככתוב בתורתך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ. ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד, ושמו אחד.
We note with deep sorrow the passing of Karen Kaff, dear member of our synagogue family for many years. Very special person. Special woman, special person. We extend our loving condolences to her husband Howard and her daughters Allison and Sarah, her mother Pat, her sister and her brother, and the entire family. May Karen's memory always be for a blessing as she was in her lifetime. Scott, we extend our loving condolences to you on the passing of your dear mother, Marcia Silver. And Scott, we extend to you our tradition's words of comfort and of healing. Hamakom yenachem etchem b'toch sha'ar avelei Zion v'Yerushalayim. May God comfort you and your whole family, Scott, as God comforts all mourners of Zion and Jerusalem. We note those whose yahrzeits are observed today, as well as during the course of this past week. We recall the loving memory of our dear Rachel Goldstein, who we miss for sure, Carl's dear wife and Seth's dear mother, Mark Shankman, brother-in-law of Larry Burstein, Lawrence Remstein, Bob Remstein's father, Jean Menaker, Harvey Cantor's dear aunt, and Seymour Middleberg, father of Hal Middleberg. Yahrzeits that have been observed this past year, this past week. Stephen Weiner, beloved son of Gail Weiner and brother of Jack Weiner, Beryl Gottesman, Morris Slater, Howard, your dear father, and of course Karen's dear father, Manuel Batterman. I remember him fondly, Howard, really fondly. Kate Gurr, Isidore Udell, Wayne Most, Theodore Jacobs, Marlene Shine, Sidney Gold, Albert Schreibman, John M. Eisman, Florence Whitkin, Esther Garaf, Goldie Stabler, Sherry K. Laquier, Samuel Liskar, Sam Marks, Lothar Haas, George Elliott Sherman, Chia Leibish Nagel, Lee R. Kahn, Barbara Weiss, Ruth Kaplan, Max Bleiweiss, Irvin Bond, Harriet Birnbaum, Irving George Lubchansky, Robert Riebescher, Bella Cooperstein, Sally Bond, Rose Feld, Leon Joseph Siegel, Elise Klein, Sylvia Indictor, Albert Blumenthal, and Isidore Goodman. And those whom we lost within the days of Shloshim, we recall the loving memories of Irv Goldfarb, dear husband of Marlene Goldfarb, and during this past year, Suzanne, your dear father, Joe Cates. So if I can invite all those reciting Kaddish and those at home, if you might rise as well at home as we join.
Can I ask, I have a good friend, Philip, who I knew for 35 years, and he just recently passed away of cancer suddenly. Could I lead the Moorish Kaddish in his honor?
Well, I'll say it, and everybody can say it with me, but say his name.
Philip Meyer.
Philip Meyer. Okay, great. Philip Meyer. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah. Bi'olma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei. B'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael. Ba'agala u'vizman kari v'imru. Amen. Yehei shmei Rabba mevorach ve'olam ul'almei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnasei v'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shemei dekutsha b'rechu le'ela min kol birachata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata ta'amiran bi'olma v'imru. Amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shmaya v'chayim aleinu v'yapol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'yapol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. May each one for whom Kaddish is recited tonight continue to be cherished for a loving blessing. Lindsay, last week I was so filled with excitement and enthusiasm that I erroneously called you up for the announcements. Last week. Yeah, no, but I anyhow, I assume you're on tonight, but yeah, do it together, really. You know, when we have two stars here, you know, like go on.
She brings the blue slips. That's good.
Well, just in case. Okay, I don't want to forget anything. Can I start?
Yes.
So, Shabbat Shalom. On behalf of the officers and the Board of Directors, our condolences to those of you who have lost loved ones recently. May their memories be for a blessing. And Yasha Koach, Sadie and Maddie, beautiful job. Sadie, you have a beautiful voice.
I know, we don't mind her practicing at home. It's really not so bad.
Right? So good.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to push a few Purim events. The Purim Carnival is February 26th, which is next Saturday. Bring your grandchildren, bring your Sunday. It's Sunday, February 26th. That's why Rabbi depends on me. I'm always right on top of things. So it's the 26th. It's going to be great. We're for the first time back in the social hall celebrating Purim. On that note, the Home and Tashin sale is happening that benefits the PTO. So there's easy sites, links to click on everything that comes out from Ohev Shalom. So please order your Home and Tashin. It really is a beneficial fundraiser for us, and you can pick them up at the Purim Carnival. I'll make it a point to meet you another time. I don't want that to be an excuse for anyone not buying Home and Tashin. You can also pick up on Wednesday the 1st, the night of our Megillah reading.
And as Rachel always says, why bake when you can buy?
Yes.
So
Delicious.
also, the Descendants, you see we have the stage. I hear last night was a big hit, opening night. There's still time to come. Tomorrow night, 2 shows, I believe, on Sunday,
Yeah.
and 2 shows on Monday.
Right, for the whole weekend.
It's a busy weekend here.
Good stuff.
Tomorrow is Kiddush Club for Shabbat, so come join us for lunch. And you said about, I know what I have to say. Get your masks ready for the masked Purim singer for Purim also. It's going to be a lot of events coming up.
Purim.
Yes,
Yes.
so check your Shabbat supplement, all your communications out there in Zoom land, you too, and Shabbat Shalom, everybody.
Shabbat Shalom.
Well done, ladies. Lindsay, we don't know the names of the singers, of course not. But we do know the names of the judges.
We do,
People want to come to see the judges.
and that would be...
Two of us. Who else? Wooden. Okay. I guess we're all invited in. Maybe we're just going to be in the Grand Hall. Right. So, not to worry, Rachel. By Monday, the stage will be down. We'll be ready for the Purim Carnival, and life goes on. Life goes on. Okay, we have Maddie and Sadie for a special rendition of the Adon Olam. I think it's going to be the band sound. They're discussing it.
It's the
Okay.
same thing. You can repeat it.
Whenever you're ready, ladies.
Okay. Ready? Adon Olam, Asher Malach, V'terem Kol, Yitzir Nira, V'yet Nasa, V'esakol, Azai Melech Shemo Nikra Adon Olam, V'yaharei, Ki Hot HaKol, Levado Yimok Shekara Adon Olam, V'hu Haya, V'hu Hoveh, V'hu Yiveh V'tzipara Adon Olam, Adon Olam, Asher Malach, V'terem Kol, Yitzir Nira, V'yet Nasa, V'esakol, Azai Melech Shemo Nikra Adon Olam, V'hu Echad, V'yet Sheni, Lecham Shelo Lehavira Adon Olam, Beli Reshit, Beli Tachlit, V'lo Ha'oz V'hamizra Adon Olam, Adon Olam, Asher Malach, V'terem Kol, Yitzir Nira, V'yet Nasa, V'esakol, Azai Melech Shemo Nikra Adon Olam, V'hu Eli, V'hai Goali, V'tzorchav li V'yet Tzara Adon Olam, V'hu Nisi, Umanos li, Menat Kosi V'yom Mikra Adon Olam, Adon Olam, Asher Malach, V'terem Kol, Yitzir Nira, V'yet Nasa, V'esakol, Azai Melech Shemo Nikra Adon Olam, V'yado Avkid Ruhi, V'yem Ishan V'yira Adon Olam, V'im Ruhi Givayati, Adon V'yira Adon Olam, Adon Olam, Asher Malach, V'terem Kol, Yitzir Nira, V'yet Nasa, V'esakol, Azai Melech Shemo Nikra Adon Olam.
Wow, yes, koach. Ladies, you're the best. Once again, David and Joanne, welcome to Ohev Shalom. Great to have you here with us. Let's all rise.
Shabbat
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom u'mevorach. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom u'mevorach.
Shabbos, everyone. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Great. Fun.
This is the first time coming here, exactly, first time coming here, and checking out some of the others, checking out some of the others as well. I am David, nice to meet you. I came from construction, but it's still really nice. I spent less time in Maryland. Thank you so much. Shabbat shalom. Yashkov, nice Dvar Torah. Very nice. Well done. I spent the last 20 years in Maryland before coming here with Columbia Jewish Congregation, Rabbi Sonia Snore. She's wonderful. I was a tutor there. Oh, you really? Okay. She graduated around 1996. 97. Did you know that? She works. She knows Paula Ear. Her name is Julie.